Hey guys, it's me Tantacles here with another Chrono Cross guide. In this video, I will explain field effect bonuses. I'll also give some tips for using the field effect to maximize your element damage. Just a warning, because of the characters I use, this video has some minor plot spoilers. If you have not finished Fort Dragonia yet, you've been warned. And please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you love Chrono Cross. It's free to do and it's the best way to support my channel. It helps with the algorithm to get my videos out to more people. Okay, now to the guide. Before I talk about my methods for testing, let's just talk about what field effect is. The field effect in Chrono Cross can be seen at the top left of the battle screen. It has 3 subfields within it, each of which can be a different element color. The field will change color whenever an element is cast. The right subfield will change color to any element cast, and the left subfield will disappear. For example, if you cast a yellow element, the right subfield will become yellow and the left subfield will disappear. The other subfields will move left to replace the one that disappeared. I generally read off the subfields from left to right, so this field would be green, green, yellow. Subfields with the same color as you are casting will increase damage, and those with the opposite element will decrease damage. For example, Ice Blast will do more with blue subfields and it will do less with red subfields. Although I won't cover it completely in this guide, field effect does affect physical damage. If the field is the same color as your attacking character, that character will get a damage boost to their physical attacks. If it's the opposite color, that character's physical attack damage will be reduced. And finally, one special quality of the field effect is that summon elements can only be cast if the field is the color of that summon. For example, Frog Prince can only be cast with a blue field. This means that you either have to use 3 elements of the same color consecutively or use a field element like Yellow Field that isn't available until the end of the game. So let's now get into some testing to show how the field affects your damage. For this testing, I once again used a blue innate character, Fargo. His magic stat is 17. I also did some additional testing with Lynx that you'll see later in the video. Lynx has a magic stat of 29. As always, I'll be pummeling our resident snob goblin. I'm doing that for 2 reasons. Number 1, I don't like his face, and number 2, Another World's Hydra Marsh starts with green, green, yellow field, which means it doesn't affect blue element damage. So first, let's take a look at Aqua Beam with 0 to 3 subfields. With 0 blue subfields, it does 58 damage, and with 3 blue subfields, it does 79 damage. That's a 36% damage increase. Not too shabby. Note for later testing that there is some RNG involved, so sometimes the numbers fluctuate a little bit. So what happens when you put Aqua Beam at level 4 instead? 75 damage with 0 blue subfields and 105 damage with 3 blue subfields. A 40% damage increase, which is probably about the same when you consider RNG. And for Aqua Beam plus 5, a 34% damage increase, so basically the same. You might remember from my element allocation video linked above that the higher level elements gained a damage bonus compared to the lower level elements when allocated to a higher level. I'm wondering if this also happens with field effect bonuses. So let's first take a look at Ice Blast -3, and look at that. 88 with no blue subfields, 118 with 3 blue subfields, a 34% difference, the exact same as Aqua Beam. Now, looking at level 4, there is a 28% difference. And looking at level 6, a 34% damage increase. So it appears based on this testing that there is just a percentage damage increase based on the field effect. It doesn't change with the element that you have allocated. However, given that those higher level elements get damage increases when you allocate them to higher slots, that overall percentage increase in damage is of course going to be higher with those higher level elements. However, there is something else that I want to test. I've been using Fargo so far for these videos, and I haven't compared him to anyone else with a higher magic stat. Fargo's magic stat is in the toilet. Now, my Lynx in this playthrough is completely cracked and has a magic stat of 29. I figured, let's compare him to Fargo and see if Fargo's innate damage bonus will help him compensate. Now, if you look at the middle 2 panels here, with a full blue field effect and his innate damage bonus, Fargo still did less damage than Lynx did, even when Lynx had no bonus damage from field effect. With full blue field effect, Lynx absolutely blew Fargo out of the water. What is the point of this field effect if Lynx can just do more damage than Fargo regardless of field effect? Well, I forgot to test out the summon elements that we talked about before. Remember, the field effect has to be completely the color of the element. And because Fargo's blue, he has access to Frog Prince. So with a trash magic stat of 17, Fargo did about 1 1/3 the damage of Lynx did with a full field and Ice Blast. I think that's pretty impressive, and it really shows that if you're going to try to get the field effect to all one color, just use your summon elements. They're going to be the most powerful thing you got. Now, granted, Lynx would do a lot more with his level 7 summon, but this basically makes the case that if you're going to try to get the field to all one color, you should try to use a summon element if you can. It's going to vastly outdamage your other options. So let me just summarize these results. Number 1, 3 out of 3 matching subfields increases damage by about 1/3. The level of the element does not matter in making that calculation. Number 2, the magic stat plays a big role in damage and can often neutralize the advantage you get from field bonuses. Number 3, level 7 summon elements are the most powerful elements, with the exception of the level 8 summoning elements, of course. And even if a character has a low magic stat, summon elements will still do a great deal more damage than any other type of element available. Provided, of course, that the enemy you're attacking does not resist that element. Thank you so much for watching, and of course thank you to all of the wonderful people on Twitch that helped me collect this data. Please leave a comment if you think that I missed something in this guide, and let me know what kind of guide you want to see next. Have a good day, bye-bye!